Gender in politics is as old as politics itself. And, in all fairness, this is not something that is happening only in Nigeria. I mean, let us remind ourselves that up until today, in its hundreds of years of democracy, America has never elected, a female president. And even now, in 2024, there are questions being asked, and very openly, about the preparedness of America to elect a woman as a president. And so, women continue to be relegated to the background, particularly in politics. A few nations of the world have, taken some bold legislative steps to counter that. Here in Belgium, where I am, for instance, one of the ways that they have tried to close up the gap and take care of the gender imbalance in politics is by making it mandatory for every political party to have the first person on the list, either a man, to be a man, the first candidate to be a man or a woman, and the second person, as a matter of fact, two persons cannot be the same gender. The two top candidates cannot be the same gender. It's either a male in the number one position or a female, and the second one, the other gender. So that way, we saw an, upsurge in the, position of women in politics here in Belgium. Now, does it mean that every gender-related issues in politics is sorted out by that means? No, but at least, it is contributing, favorably to more women being in politics. Now, there's still work to do, but Nigeria perhaps might consider that rather than just, this arbitral, step of saying, okay, we are going to establish a quota, and that quota is not even mandatory. Goodluck Jonathan tried it in his time, and then Buhari came, he just didn't care. And, we've seen some presidents that actually took steps. Obasanjo, for instance, made sure that more women and young people were, in his cabinet. I think that's a way to go. And ultimately, legislating on it isn't a bad idea, and I think it's something Nigeria should consider. In the case of Kamala Harris, she's dealing with the double jeopardy of being both a female, but also an African, Asian, American. So, which means that, on all of those fronts, she's facing a bit of challenge. But it could well be that, going by the example of Hillary Clinton, who was there before her, that Americans have outgrown the prejudice around gender and will really not give a who so much about her gender as a woman, neither will they bother so much about her being, African, Asian, America. But it remains to be seen.